What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to another video. Today, I may be late to the party, but better late than never. Today, I think it's been months now, and we're going to finally be talking about one of my favorite games I played in 2022, and that is, excuse me, Kirby and the Forgotten Land. This was released in March this year, and I can definitely say right now that this game really blew my expectations high, and this was like a 3D Kirby game? Heck yes! I bet y'all are asking me why this took me nearly, 7-8 months to finally make a video talking about this game. DK, Donkey Kong, and Rosalina live rent-free in my head, so I just like making videos related to them. So, yeah, that's the reason why it took hits. Can you blame me, guys? I just like talking about them a lot. Hopefully that changes next year. I'll make a little variety. Anyway, let's talk about Kirby and the Forgotten Land and see how I feel about it. Let's do this. Alright, so let's go ahead and talk about the main plot of the game. Well, it's not really deep, but what the heck. Kirby sees some chaos going on around Dreamland. How many take a drink for every time this story happens. All the Waldies are getting captured. It's up to Kirby to save them all. Because yes, that's what we gotta do. But now Kirby goes to a different, interesting area. We gotta explore around in a 3D adventure. This is Kirby's first 3D Kirby game. Yeah, it wasn't. Yeah, even though the N64 was known for 3D adventures, Kirby never really got one. Kirby 64, I don't know. I'm gonna make a video about this game someday, but yeah. It's surprising that it took nearly 30 years for Kirby to finally get a 3D adventure, but here we are. So, how do I say this? Back when this game was revealed in September last year, I was really excited for this game. A 3D Kirby game? Heck yeah! So we can finally explore in 3D. This was something I've wanted for a very, very long time, and it seems to be, and it's a reality. So, yeah, I bet y'all. I know I made tears talking about this, but yeah, I wanted to go in more detail about this and how I feel. So, Kirby founds a helper known as, excuse me. I believe the name is Align. No, not Align. I forgot the name already. Hold up. Whoa, hold up. Well, yeah, this helper, Elflin, something like that. Hopefully I said that right. Basically, is your helper throughout the game. And yeah, be aware of that. Yes, I don't know if it's okay to talk about spoilers, but be aware, I guess. But the game's been out for months, so I don't think anyone would care, I guess. Anyway, so yeah. This time with Kirby, unlike any other Kirby game, Kirby can suck up. Kirby really does suck. Literally. No, Kirby doesn't. Kirby's not bad. What I mean by Kirby sucks, he sucks up a whole car. This was like the biggest shock from me, no doubt. He can literally suck up anything in his way, like stuff he couldn't swallow, I guess, and use them to, make progress and find some hidden collectibles. Basically, the collectibles of this game are Waddle Dees, which retract. These are basically the main collectibles to... The amount of Waddle Dees you get will fill up in Waddle Dee Town to, open up extra areas and stuff like that, so you can do stuff like that. And the other collectibles are the capsules, which give you random different types of enemies, abilities. Basically, if you play Kirby Triple Deluxe or Kirby Planet Robot, think of it like the keychains, those things. Basically what those are. So, yeah, be sure to get all those, and they're all random pretty much, so you're gonna probably, if you want to go for that 100% playthrough, then yes, you're gonna have to be grinding. But thankfully, it's not as bad compared to the 3DS Kirby games. I will make videos about them. Next year I'll be making a lot more on Kirby, so do not worry. This will not be the end of the Kirby hype. Especially with Kirby's Return to Dreamland Deluxe coming next year, so yeah. So yeah, there's some abilities as well. Now, for at least around this time, the Kirby abilities are definitely the lowest we have right here. But there are two new copy abilities. We have the Drill and Ranger abilities, which I found them pretty unique, honestly. Ranger is really good, Kirby with a gun, and Drill is pretty nice too for helpful areas. But we still have our usual classics like Bomb, Cutter, fire, hammer, sword, ice, you name it. But there's some missing ones, of course, like spark. There's some missing ones as well, but yeah, like spark, for instance, and beam. But otherwise, the Kirby abilities layouts makes up for the upgrades. Yeah, you can upgrade your abilities to make them more strong and have them just do more damage. Some upgrades are weaker. It can be kind of lame. I'm not going to mention them. But some of them can be pretty fun to use, honestly. So this kind of makes up for the low abilities, but if I had to add a couple, like, you know, Beam and Spark, I'd probably be adding them. So, yeah. So yeah, there's that. But I love the upgrades. And I should also mention, the gameplay, oh yeah, I didn't even mention that. The gameplay takes more of like a linear style, which I personally don't mind, honestly. Do I prefer, I guess I should also compare this to the 3D Marios. Do I prefer the open world games or the linear games? Honestly, that's hard to decide because I really enjoy both, honestly. But I think Kirby for a linear experience kind of fits, in my opinion. Especially when you can explore and stuff like that. So, yeah. And, I should mention the enemy designs definitely look pretty nice, honestly. So, yeah. And, can I talk about the worlds? This was definitely the biggest. I really wanted to see what the worlds look like. And they definitely, I definitely love them. Like, you know, the water area. I'm not big on water levels per se, but they definitely blew out the park with these levels. And then we have Wanderer Remains. Probably, there aren't a lot of carnival-based levels in video games. Like, we seriously need more of those in platformers, honestly. The worlds and the snow area. Don't tell me about the snow area. We're going to talk about that. But yeah. The snow area is really good. The music, though, oh my god, the music blew me away. I just love the soundtrack. Speaking of the soundtrack, yeah, Kirby doesn't really miss a lot with the soundtrack at all, so I don't think there's any explanation there. And the soundtrack is really, really good. I really love it. So yeah. And then I should mention about the bosses as well. Some of the bosses. They go from Donkey Kong? Nah, not really. To, oh god, this. But, oh yeah, King Dedede has a brand new design, which is probably my favorite design for King Dedede in quite a bit, honestly. So, yeah, I really love this King Dedede design he has here, honestly. And a lot of Kirby fans do like it too, so I appreciate that. So yeah, the bosses are pretty cool, and I really like the soundtrack of them too, so, yeah. There's also sub-games as well in the Wall Deep Town and other bosses. Obviously, you're going to be doing all that stuff. So, yeah, have fun with that. I think we talked about everything. The abilities, the worlds, levels, stuff like that. Yeah, I guess we'll get to the end game. After Kirby... Excuse me. I should mention, when you get to the end, you have to fight this thing. This boss is kind of lame in my opinion, but... yeah. And then you have to fight this thing near the end. Yes. Their helper was technically the villain of the game. So, yeah. This is why I have trust issues. Anyway, but yeah, that's Kirby and the Forgotten Land. I think I pretty much talked about everything with this game, the soundtrack. There's just a lot of things I could talk about, honestly, but I feel like I talked about everything with this game and stuff like that, so I don't think I need to go any further. So, in my opinion, is Kirby and the Forgotten Land really a good? Hell yes! It's easily my favorite. I honestly don't know if I like it more than Returns to Dreamland, which is my actual favorite Kirby game. But to be honest, it feels more something like Mario, where I wouldn't really compare a 2D platformer to a 3D platformer, in my opinion. So I feel like I can have both Kirby and the Forgotten Land and Kirby's Return to Dreamland as my favorite Kirby games. So yeah. And I know I'm going to be getting comments about Planet Robot, since that is a game, mostly a lot of people's favorite Kirby game. I promise I'll have a video on it. You may or may not like it. So yeah. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. That's my thoughts on Kirby and the Forgotten Land. I finally got this video up. Can you blame me, guys? I have a lot of ideas for videos I want to do, so yeah. Anyway, thanks for watching. How do you guys feel with Kirby and the Forgotten Land? It should win at the Game Awards, but we all know it won't. Anyway, bye everyone. Oh my god, I cannot believe I forgot to mention the most important part of the whole game. Fishing. 10 out of 10 game.